Hi, and welcome to ASMR University, and thank you again for coming in and doing our study today. It's really important to us as grad students to have people come in for studies, and I do know that the wait was a little bit long in the lobby, so we do appreciate you waiting and taking the time out today to come and join us. My name is David James. I'm one of the grad students here, and so we're not quite medical professionals yet, but if you do have any problems, I can direct you to some help or anything along those lines. So let me know and I will let you know. So we're going to start off with some basics here on our questionnaire. It is not a very hard health questionnaire. It should be pretty simple to get through, okay? So just your name, your last, your first, and then your middle initial. And your date of birth. Wonderful. And can you tell me today's date? Great. Perfect. Is there anything that you want to talk to me about today that doesn't involve the questionnaire? Okay. Yeah, dry skin can be a problem. It's nothing crazy. But I will take a look at it after the questionnaire. Do you have any medication allergies or reactions? Okay. And anything that you're allergic to that isn't a medication? Pollen, dandruff, anything like that? Okay. And just a simple yes or no, have you ever had any of the following conditions? And this means as a kid or as an adult, it doesn't really matter. Do you have or have you had diabetes or prediabetes? Okay, kidney disease, stroke, tuberculosis, heart arrhythmia. Okay. Any eye problems that do not include having to wear glasses or contacts? Okay. High blood pressure? Hepatitis A, B, or C? Okay. Any depression? Coronary heart disease? Okay. Any sexually transmitted diseases within the last year? Okay. Asthma? Thyroid disease, emphysema, eczema. Okay. No, I don't think that's eczema, but I will check on it, I promise. Congestive heart failure, heart attack, okay. Seizures, okay. Cancer of any type, okay. And anything else you want to talk to me about that concerns your long-term medical history. Okay. Any surgeries or hospital stays within the last 5 years? This includes broken bones, long-term stays for the flu or pneumonia. Okay. And the approximate date. Do you have any other medical problems or serious injuries that have not been listed so far? Okay. And the year and month of your last physical? Approximate. Okay. And do you know who did that? Dr. Feather. Yeah, we're familiar with her here. Next is your list of medications. This also includes any vitamins, herbal supplements, or natural supplements as well as prescription medications. So, do you want to just start me off with the medication name and the dosage per day that you're taking? No, that one's very common. And, okay. multivitamins? Okay. And what pharmacy do you use for your prescription meds? Just one in the area? Okay. Are you currently receiving care from other doctors, therapists, psychiatrists, chiropractor, dermatologist, even anyone for braces? Okay. And I will say, on a professional note, we do suggest seeing a therapist regardless of mental health. It is just better for flexibility in your life. This is just a list of recent immunizations. So this is adult immunizations, anything you've had after the age of 18. Have you had an adult tetanus shot? Okay. Pneumonia. Yes, you can get those now, and actually they are available at most grocery stores. If you show up to your grocery store and ask them for a pneumonia shot, a lot of times they will also give you like a 10% discount. And same for the next one, influenza or the flu. They will a lot of times do the same for that, 10% off of your entire order. And don't forget that you need to do every single year. Okay. Hep B shot as an adult. Okay. Any others? Okay. Last test for cholesterol. When was that taken? Okay. And do you know if the result on that was low, regular, or high cholesterol? Okay. A pap smear or pelvic exam? Okay. Date on that, perfect. The result, anything weird, abnormal? Okay. Mammogram. Men and women should all get mammograms at least once every couple of years. Okay. Blood and stool. Okay. No, you can test for that at any time. Yeah. HIV. Okay. And the result of that, positive, negative. Okay. Colonoscopy. Okay. And those we suggest if you're under the age of 40, once every 5 years. Yeah. Hepatitis C. Okay, and the results of that. Okay. Next is your family history, and it's just let us know whether your mother, father, sister, brother, or your grandparents on either side and which side that was. Okay. So alcoholism or drug use. Okay. Cancer. Okay. And do you know the cancer type? I know it's unfortunately very common, especially in older people. Diabetes. Okay. Heart disease. My parents have it too. High blood pressure. Okay. High cholesterol. Okay. Osteoporosis. Yeah, also common in people who are a lot older, yeah. Mental illness. Okay. Stroke. Okay. Thyroid disease. Okay. And anything else that I haven't covered here that your family has. Okay. And any comments on any of the above topics? Mm-hmm. Alright, and this is about your personal health habits. Do you smoke or use tobacco products? And if so, how many cigarettes a day? Or are you exposed to somebody who smokes quite regularly, either living with them or at work in close proximity? And how many years would you say you've been exposed to either smoking or secondhand smoke? Okay. Do you drink alcohol? Okay. I will also say, just on both of these notes, as a medical professional, we do have to suggest not smoking, not being around smoking. Also, best practices to not drink or to drink in moderation. Moderation is typically set up by government guidelines, but we suggest less than 4 units of alcohol a week. 1 unit is either 4 ounces of wine, 8 ounces of beer, or 1 shot of a spirit. So less than 4 is drinking in moderation. I know it doesn't seem quite a lot, especially to college kids. You drinking alcohol, how much alcohol would you say that you drink a week? Okay. And how often do you drink? Nightly, every other night, weekends, socially? Okay. Have you ever felt that you should cut down on your drinking? Okay. And have you ever felt that somebody you're living with should cut down on their drinking? Okay. Have you regularly used recreational drugs? That includes weed, cocaine, heroin, meth, and shrooms. Okay. And have you ever used any other prescription drugs not prescribed to you? That includes Adderall, Loratadine, Truvada, things like that. Okay. And if you have used any of the above, are you still currently using them within the past 3 months? Okay. This is about your personal history. Are you currently married or living with a significant other? Okay. And who else lives with you at home? Okay. Are you employed? And if you are, what kind of work do you do? Okay. Have you ever been disabled to a point where you could not work or could not be employed? Okay. Do you exercise more than 2 times a week? And as a medical professional, I always have to suggest working out at least 4 times a week, 30 minutes of high-intensity cardio or weightlifting, and also that you get more than 10,000 steps a day. Okay. Do you often feel sad or depressed? Okay. Do you ever feel like there is something seriously wrong with your body? You feel like you're overweight, underweight, you're not muscular enough, you're not whatever enough. Okay. Are you having money problems which limit your access to food, shelter, or medical care? Do you feel safe where you live? Okay. In the last year, have there been any major changes in your life, like marriage, divorce, death of a family member or a close friend, illness or injury, or change in job? Okay. Do you have the support in terms of church or a spiritual gathering? This includes yoga, meditation, regular praying, showing up on Sunday or Saturday to church. Okay. Are you sexually active? Okay. Men, women, both, or with you, just you and your partner, or with you, your partner, and other people? Okay. Do you feel that you are at risk for HIV or AIDS? Okay. And we do have a product out now. It's called Truvada, or PrEP, pre-exposure prophylactic. It does help with those people who feel that they are susceptible to HIV, either through sex or intravenous drugs. And so we can get you help for that if you need it. Okay. Do you have any children? If so, how many? Do you use any type of birth control? This includes pills, vasectomy, female or male condoms. It does include shots as well. Okay. And do you know the brand? Okay. Any other comments about your personal history? Mm-hmm. That does include diet. Wonderful. So I'm just going to take a look at that arm really quickly. Okay, let's see. I mean, it doesn't seem too bad, to be totally honest. I'm going to check your other arm. Okay. So what I'm going to do is a little scratch test. It doesn't look like it's eczema. It doesn't look like it's too bad, but I will go ahead. Okay. And the other arm. Okay. So there is some whiteness, some flakiness on there. Doesn't seem like it's too big of a deal. What we're probably looking at is just dry skin caused by the weather. So essentially, when it's cold outside and you come inside, the cold skin tends to blotch up, and then when it gets hot, your skin wants to expand, which means the outside layer actually breaks apart. And then when you go outside, it gets smaller again, and it continues this pattern, especially when you're going from hot to cold, hot to cold, hot to cold. So whether it's cold outside or it's hot outside, and it's the opposite inside, or if you're somebody who takes really hot showers, it can do the same thing. So what you want to do after you take a shower is you really want to either put on a nice thick body cream, it's sometimes called body butter, or you want to put on a natural cleansing oil, which can include coconut oil or olive oil. Coconut butter also works, cocoa butter works. Natural products tend to be a little bit better because they have less side effects, unless of course you're allergic to them. We never suggest anything that's allergic to you. But what I would suggest is after you come out of the shower, go ahead and rub some of that on your skin after you've patted yourself down with a towel. That does tend to take care of the problem. Okay, if that is everything, I think we are all set. I will say just one thing, if your skin problem does progress over the next 2 weeks, if you are lotioning every single day, I would suggest seeing a healthcare professional. So I would go and see your doctor about it, because that is something that you want to get taken care of. The skin is the largest organ in the body, so always want to take care of that skin. So outside of that, I do hope you have a good day today. The exit is just through the door and then out to your left-hand side. And thank you again for joining us. My name is David James, and I hope to see you for another one of these in the future. Have a great day.